Good morning, guys. Today we are going to discuss one specific news from newspaper under our daily answer writing program. Okay, let's start the discussion. Let's see the question first. What is carbon border adjustment mechanism? Right. It is also known as CBAM. Okay. This is a new tax regime proposed by European Union. Right. And the question continues how it will affect Indian economic interest. This particular news is from Indian Express, 9th December newspaper, right? So here we have to discuss what is carbon border adjustment mechanism and how it is going to affect Indian economy, or how it is going to affect Indian economic interest. Okay, economy or economic interest, right? So in this particular question, when we consider the locus and focus, right? So particular locus is carbon border adjustment mechanism, and focus is going to be how it will affect Indian economy, right? So major focus of the answer should be its effects on Indian economy. However, they have asked what is carbon border adjustment mechanism, what is CBAM? Right, so we have to explain CBAM in 2, 3, 4 sentences, and after that we have to explain its effect on Indian economy. Right, so this is our question. So here is the news. Okay, this is a news from 9 December newspaper. Right, India will retaliate against unfair taxes. Right, our Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has issued this statement in media. Okay, India is going to retaliate. Here we are taking a stand against CBAM. Okay, so we are going to take a stand of retaliation against CBAM. Okay, this will be an area of contention between India and European Union, right? And it will going to affect other trade negotiations as well. Okay, so right now when we consider from a single lens, that this issue will affect India's trade interest, right? So come back towards locus and focus of the question. Locus is CBAM, focus is impact on India, right? We have to write some introduction. We have to give some present context to this particular question. Okay, here, according to recent estimates, CBAM will impact Indian metal exports. Okay, it is going to impact the metal export worth over $8 billion per year, thus highlighting issue and requiring urgent attention. So we are trying to bring here some present context. In present, this CBAM mechanism is going to kick in 2026. Okay, and in 2026. There will be an impact on metal exports from India to the EU around $8 billion. It is a significant amount, right? So we are going to take some losses in this particular tax regime, right? And this is our area of contention. Okay, so when we come towards body of the question, first we have to explain what is CBAM. Okay, question exclusively asked what is CBAM. Carbon border adjustment mechanism is a policy tool proposed by European Union to address the risk of carbon leakage, right? Under CBAM, EU will impose a carbon border tax starting in 2026 on certain imported goods, including steel, aluminium, cement, fertilizer, and electricity. The tax will be based on difference between the carbon prices paid in producing country and the carbon prices paid in European Union. Okay, so this is particular explanation of what is CBA, right? In simple terms, European Union is trying to bring carbon emission down. Okay, European Union is trying to bring carbon emissions down to mitigate the climate change, right? For these purposes, they have introduced a policy regime to tax on industries, okay, for their respective carbon emissions. right? So if an industry is emitting much more carbon, okay, then there will be a carbon tax. So this carbon tax will increase the price of that good produced in that carbon emitting industry. Okay, so increased price will reduce the competitiveness of that particular product into the market. Hence, companies will be pressurized to reduce the carbon emissions or to reduce the carbon taxes on their products. Okay, so this is a plain simple argument of European Union. We are going to charge companies for their respective carbon emissions through carbon taxes. To avoid this particular tax, companies are trying to relocate to the other countries where carbon taxation is not as prominent as European Union. Right? So when we produce in European Union, there will be a significantly higher carbon tax. But when we produce in India, that significantly higher tax will get reduced, thus reducing the price of that product, thus increasing the competitiveness in the market. So companies are trying to bypass the carbon law implemented by European Union, right? In response of this bypassing, European Union has proposed CBAM. Okay. So in response to this bypassing by the companies, European Union has proposed CBAM, in which they are going to charge extra tax on such companies that are producing their goods outside European Union, right? They are going to charge the produce or the goods that are being produced outside European Union in such countries where carbon taxation is negligible, right? Thus bringing the prices of that particular product to par or with level with the European Union prices. Okay, and it will negatively impact India because companies are trying to relocate to India, right? So they are bringing some investment. Indian exports are going to get explored. Okay, this will be the area of contention in between European Union and India, right? So impact on Indian economy. First will be the increased cost. Indian exports will face additional costs due to CBAM tax, making their products less competitive in European market. This could lead to decrease in exports and a loss of revenue for Indian companies, right? So exports are going to get affected. Second thing is trade diversion. Indian exporters may try to divert their exports to other markets to avoid CBAM tax. This could lead to loss of market share in European Union, and we don't want this. Right? So we want maximum market share in all the European Union economy. So this will going to get affected. Third thing is investment slowdown. The uncertainties surrounding CBAM may discourage foreign investment in India, particularly in sectors covered by mechanism. This could lead to slow down economic growth and job creation in India. Right? Fourth thing will be shift in production to avoid the CBAM taxes. Some Indian companies may choose to relocate their production to countries with less stringent carbon regulation. This could also lead to job losses in India. Okay. So this will be the impact on Indian economy. When we come towards conclusion will be plain and simple. CBAM will have a significant impact on India's trade and economy. The government will need to take proactive measures to mitigate the negative impacts and capitalize on the potential opportunities. These potential opportunities are in green energy sector, right? Green technology sector, as well as green production sector. So India is trying to negotiate some deals around this particular green technology or green energy, as well as India is going to retaliate against this proposed taxation, right? I hope your all doubts are cleared on this good note. Thank you very much.